Welcome to Curious Cubs.
Hello, Curious Cubs. Today we'll be reading It's Ramadan, a Curious George book. This book is illustrated by Mary O'Keefe Young and written by Hena. Let's read together. A special month. George can't wait for tomorrow, when the month of Ramadan will start. It's a special time of year for his friends, and George is going to take part. George and Kareem are so busy helping to cook and bake sweets, with a little good monkey joining in. Soon there will be a big pile of treats. Kareem is going to try fasting, a day without foods or drinks. George is curious. Can Kareem do it? He'll need some help, George thinks. Day of fasting. George is asleep in his bed when Kareem's alarm starts to beep. Kareem wakes up for an early meal, though the sun is fast asleep. Later, when it's lunchtime, Kareem reaches for a piece of bread. Wait, no food until sundown. George keeps him busy instead. What is this sound George is hearing? It's a rumbling from Kareem's tummy. George drags him away from the kitchen. Whatever is cooking smells yummy. Waiting for sunset. Everyone gathers together as the sun begins to set. The minutes tick by slowly. It still isn't dark enough yet. Finally, it's time to break fast. Kareem snacks on a sweet date. Then he takes a big gulp of milk as George loads more treats on his plate. I did it, George, cheers Kareem. George nods. He's glad to be there. The room is filled with happiness and the peaceful sounds of prayer. Now it is time to eat dinner. The spread on the table looks great, with something special for everyone. This meal was well worth the wait. Look at all the great choices: kebabs, curry, veggies, and rice. George spots a big pizza and takes a hot, cheesy slice. Now that the meal is over, the best treat has been saved for last: chocolate-dipped bananas to celebrate Kareem's fast. Sharing with others, Kareem invites George to the mosque. They gather and do a good deed. Together, they make food baskets to share with others in need. Wow, look at George's. George joined the action. He knows how to lend a hand. And when he spies a shelf full of shoes, George comes up with a plan. No, George, the Imam says with a laugh. Those shoes belong to us here, but you gave me a great idea. We'll add a clothes drive next year. Spotting the moon. Ramadan is almost over. This special month will end soon. George and the man search in the sky to catch a glimpse of the moon. There it is, George points. He found it. A thin crescent, shining bright. Tomorrow is the Eid festival, but the celebration will start tonight. Kareem gives George a gift. New clothes for Eid, he says. It's a fancy vest for George, and for the man, a yellow fez. An Eid celebration. Happy Eid! The holiday's here. The mosque is busy and loud. Everyone is dressed in their finest. What a good-looking crowd! George greets Kareem with a hug and spends the day with his friend. After hours and feasting and fun, they are sad Eid has to end. But soon it's time to go home, as the moon returns to the skies. George thinks of his first Ramadan and smiles as he closes his eyes. So, Curious Cubs, what did you think of this book? I think this was a lovely book representing when many people are celebrating this month, Ramadan, and soon they will celebrate Eid. Many Islam people celebrate Ramadan to worship and study of the Quran. prayer and fast. You are not allowed to eat when it's light outside, so you have to wait till it's dark. So you have to wake up early in the morning for a meal when the sun is still sleeping, and you have to wait until night so you can have a meal. Well, thanks for reading and learning about Ramadan with me, Curious Cuz. Make sure to subscribe and check out our other videos down below. Bye, and happy Ramadan to those who celebrate.